Hello. Hi, guys. Hi, I'm so excited that you all are joining me. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you are viewing this broadcast, I just want to welcome you to the first day of our journey together of overcoming emotional eating. And I'm just honored to be able to walk with you through this journey. And I'm just praying that we have a very valuable time together. Now, this week, I have so much that I'm going to share with you that I think is going to be very powerful. It's going to be very healing and transformative. So I see transformation happening for all of us, myself included. I'm a health coach. My name is Sherelle Judy, and the name of my practice is Happy Life Integrative Health Coaching, and happy with an I, because I believe that happiness starts with you. It starts with the individual. It's a conscious decision that you have to make every day when you wake up. God gives you another day to live on this earth. You have to make it your responsibility to be happy. You're responsible for your own happiness. So what I'm doing is implementing programs that will help people go in that direction if they need some support in some areas. And where I'm starting with right now is emotional eating. And the reason why I selected this topic, well, first and foremost, I understand what that struggle is like. Um, Life for me has not been a crystal stair, as most of us can attest to. So, there's times and moments where you might have like difficulties, such as disappointments. You may have had personal failures. You may have lost family members, friends. So many things happen in our lives that can take a toll on us emotionally, right? And sometimes instead of like dealing with those emotions head on, we avoid it. And one way that we tend to avoid dealing with whatever we're dealing with is eating. And, I can attest, and I'll share my story more this week, of how I would be doing well physically. I'd be exercising 3, 4, 5 times a week, and I would be eating right, and I would lose weight. I would get to a point where I'm like, oh, I'm really happy with where I am physically, and then something will happen. Life happens. You can stand perfectly still, and life will still happen to you. And something will happen. I'm disappointed. I experienced something negative, right, in my life. And what do? I fall off the wagon, and I go back to my comfort, which is eating. And I will, gain all the weight that I lost, all that hard work of exercising and, being conscious of the foods I put in my body. And all that work will go to naught because I'm not, instead of dealing with and, whatever I'm feeling, I would eat, to help me feel better. And, I realize that a lot of people are dealing with this. So my mission this week is to help people who are struggling with emotional eating to overcome it, to heal from, or at least start the process of healing of whatever emotions that you may have buried inside of you that you may not even realize that it's causing you to you're avoiding confronting it. So yeah, so my mission is to help you get on that road of healing and start being more conscious of, okay, I feel like I'm hungry all of a sudden. Why? Because sometimes, of course, our body needs to eat. We need to provide with nutrients and, nutrition. But sometimes, we don't need to eat. Our bodies are not hungry. So we need to recognize those those times where we might think we're hungry when we're not. We're just avoiding dealing with some other emotions that we're avoiding. So that's what we're going to do this week. We're going to also discuss positive body image, which I'm very excited about because I know that could be a trigger, a big trigger that a lot of us are dealing with. Like we see people on TV, in magazines, even on Instagram, like, oh, I want to look like that. I want those thighs, whatever, what have you. And, we kill ourselves trying to look a certain way, or the opposite. We just do nothing and continue on the path of, I don't like my body, and you just, instead of doing something about it, you're like, whatever, I am this way. This is just the way I'm, the way I am. And, it's true. We're all different shapes. We're all different sizes. However, we don't want to get to the point where we're making ourselves unhealthy. So we're going to discuss that. Loving the skin that you're in, but you want to make sure that your skin is healthy. So we're going to be dealing with that. And then we're going to be dealing with strategies and tips. You're going to recognize if you are an emotional eater, and then, what kind of emotional eater you are, because there are different types of emotional eating. And then we're going to discuss tips and strategies to help you overcome. And then I have some other topics that we'll be discussing to help with healthy weight loss. Because not all of us, but most of us in this group may be looking to lose weight, and we want to do it in a way that's healthy for our bodies and one that you will enjoy doing. Like it doesn't feel like you're, torturing yourself, because you know how it is when we diet and we started like, oh, I'm not going to eat that. I'm not going to eat that. No, we're not going to do that. I'm a huge advocate of eating. I love to eat, but we don't want to eat to the point of where it's unhealthy, but you want to eat that enough. So we'll discuss all of that. We'll even dive into sugar cravings a little bit, gut health, something else to think about. So we'll discuss little small topics this week as well as bonuses. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm so happy that you all are joining me this week. And, if you have any questions, of course, feel free to reach out and ask away. So I'm here to help. And it's my honor to, to help you in any way that I can. And so let's get started. I will see you in a few.